Now to a CNN exclusive, the Department of Justice may be taking steps to indict music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Two sources close to the investigation tell us that a federal grand jury may soon hear from Diddy's accusers. Since November, Combs has been named in 8 civil lawsuits, 7 of them directly accusing him of sexual assault.
These guys have organized a mass organized effort to slander my name behind the scenes. So every time I say something, you're just seeing my part because their part is behind the scenes. But I want you to know I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I'm anointed for it. I'm anointed to dethrone evil. I want you to know that.
Diddy is facing serious legal trouble with 2 new lawsuits accusing him of assault and other offenses. A grand jury is now being convened to indict him on multiple charges. Additionally, several former bad boy artists are joining forces to file a class action lawsuit against him. The situation looks dire for Diddy as he faces mounting legal battles. If he ends up settling these lawsuits, he might not only face jail time but also be financially ruined. The once powerful mogul's downfall seems imminent, transforming him from a bad boy for life to a broke boy for life.
We have learned from 2 sources that potential witnesses have been contacted and notified by federal investigators that they may be called to testify in front of a grand jury.
The situation with Diddy seems to worsen daily. It's telling that no one has stepped up to vouch for his character, unlike in cases such as R. Kelly's, where several celebrities attempted to defend him. The silence surrounding Diddy, except for the support from Stevie J and a few others on his payroll, speaks volumes. Recently, Diddy has been hit with multiple lawsuits. Just after a video surfaced of him allegedly assaulting Cassie, 2 more women accused him of sexual assault. One accuser, Crystal McKinney, claimed that in 2003, Diddy plied her with alcohol and possibly laced marijuana before forcing her into a bathroom to perform oral sex on him. McKinney alleges that she lost consciousness and awoke in a taxi, realizing she had been assaulted. She met Diddy at a fashion event and later accompanied him to his studio where the incident occurred. Afterward, McKinney claims she was blackballed from modeling, leading to severe depression as suicide attempt in 2004. Another woman, April Lampros, has accused Diddy of 4 terrifying encounters between the mid-1990s and early 2000s. Lampros alleges battery, assault, sexual assault, negligent infliction of emotional distress, and gender-motivated violence. According to her, these incidents occurred while she was interning at Uptown Records, where Diddy worked before founding Bad Boy Records. She also claimed Diddy secretly recorded their sexual encounters and showed the footage to others. Lampros continues to suffer from severe emotional distress, anxiety, and humiliation due to these events. Federal prosecutors are now preparing to bring witnesses before a grand jury, signaling that Diddy could face an indictment. This investigation is a significant escalation, potentially bringing individuals who have filed civil lawsuits against him to testify. Meanwhile, more lawsuits are brewing. Several former bad boy artists are reportedly planning a class action lawsuit against Diddy. They accuse him of mistreatment, stealing their masters, withholding earnings, physical abuse, sexual assault, and forcing them to work under unfavorable conditions. Tanya Blount, once a rising star under Bad Boy Records, recently revealed her own troubling experiences. She accused Diddy of intentionally mismanaging her career and sabotaging it out of spite. Blount shared documents and accounts pointing to Diddy's alleged involvement in derailing multiple artists' careers. For years, rumors have circulated about Diddy's dubious practices, suggesting a pattern of exploiting artists until they become disillusioned and leave the industry. In 1996, Blount signed with Bad Boy Records, initially seeing it as her golden ticket to success. Despite initial excitement and Diddy's involvement in producing her album, his interest waned, leaving her project dormant for years. Blount recorded 50 to 60 songs, none of which were released, and eventually, Diddy pulled the plug on her album out of spite. Disillusioned and ignored, Blount attempted suicide but survived to tell her story. By the early 2000s, she was dropped by Bad Boy Records and stepped away from music for 15 years. In 2016, she made a triumphant return, releasing new music with her husband and joining the lawsuit against Diddy. Blount's story is not unique. Craig Mack, another former Bad Boy artist, had a similar experience. Mack's career was sidelined to elevate the notorious B.I.G.'s career. Mack and Biggie did not get along, but Diddy forced them to collaborate on the remix of Flava in Ya Ear, using Mack to boost Biggie's career. This manipulation fits Diddy's pattern of exploiting artists for his own gain, leaving many disillusioned and sidelined. As these lawsuits unfold, Diddy's once powerful empire appears to be crumbling. The mounting legal battles and accusations are painting a grim picture for the music mogul, suggesting his downfall may be imminent.
Notice, like, on the remix, Flavor in Your Ear, y'all worked
That
together.
was just something I had to do. You know what I'm saying? That's politics. Puff asked me to do it. I did it. I don't fuck with that dude.
Things worsened between Diddy and Craig Mack when Craig changed managers, prompting Diddy to demand he fire the new one.
Craig Mack changed his manager. When Craig Mack changed his manager, Puff didn't like him for whatever reason he didn't. He told Craig, yo, if you don't fire your manager, nigga, you can't work for Bad Boy. So Craig was having problems and issues because he refused to fire his manager.
Craig Mack stood firm when Diddy demanded he fired his new manager, which escalated tensions until Diddy kicked Craig off the roster. Sadly, Craig passed away in 2018, but his estate's executor is now part of the lawsuit against Diddy. Many former Bad Boy artists, including Mace, Day 26, Danity Kane, and Total, are joining the class action lawsuit. Fans believe Diddy's rebranding efforts won't save him from his past actions. They argue that his reckoning is long overdue, citing his alleged involvement in major hip-hop murders and mistreatment of artists. Is karma finally catching up with Diddy? Share your thoughts below.